Alright, so here we are again, part-time weekend ranchers, heading out for the weekend. It's going to be a 4-day weekend for us, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to get a couple of things accomplished this weekend. Build board fence for those posts we put in. We have about 50 trees we need to get planted, so we're going to go ahead and put those maples in. We need to put the stove in at the casita and fix the north gate entrance where the cows keep creeping in on the property, so we're going to try and repair that as well. Got a long weekend, so we'll try and get as much as we can get accomplished. Alright, so like usual, we're separating for a little while. JC went to go take Joshua. He got finished with school early. Today is a Thursday, so the kids are in school. JC got finished early with Joshua, and they're going to go do some work outside, and Stella is going to finish up her schoolwork.
The small continent is Australia.
And good thing we have internet here. Alright, so one win today so far. We got the stove installed. Nice electric stove for us. Took a little bit of work. Had some issues with the electrical. Evidently in the back there's 3 connections, and it does matter which one goes where, and making sure that the prong is connected in tightly. So it's ready to go. So now we're gonna cook dinner here tonight instead of having to order out. All right, so one of the first things we did when we bought the property is we put in a well. And because we needed to go ahead and get water hooked up for the troughs. But at the same time, we went ahead and put in what we're calling our well shed. And this shed is basically what we lived out of for the first 6 months to a year, all our materials. We did get electricity hooked up, and we used it to store all of the things we needed. Pumps, you know, vacuum cleaner, tools, anything we needed, we had this building built. So if you're looking to do part-time weekend rancher stuff, having a home base to put your materials in so you don't have to keep lugging them back from your main residence to the property is very, very helpful. And so all the oil, the gas cans, insect repellent, extension cords, all that kind of stuff, all the spare parts, all of that is in a locked shed on the property. So one of our most luxurious tasks that we have to do is every couple weeks we have to clean up all the dead bugs in here and vacuum things out. So, yep, see all the ladybugs? We're gonna go vacuum them all up and get rid of them. So, as is so typical here on the weekend when we're here, we had an idea of projects we wanted to get done, and now we have another issue we need to deal with. So the water pump that we have for the well, it's leaking. So JC's got to take off apart the case that we had put around it that insulated it. We've got to take it apart now to take it out and see what's going on. So we are not going to build any fence right now. We're going to have to take care of this leak, and then we'll resume our operations. Okay, so next item, project we need to get fixed, because we can't fix the water thing right now, is this bar attached to the tractor. It's supposed to help make sure you don't exceed the extension of the loading arms. It came out with this bolt, so we just purchased a bolt and voila, put it back in. Alright, so 2 projects completed for the weekend. One more added on now with the water, the well pump busted. We ended up shutting the water off, so we'll just have to take another look at it here in a little bit, but let it dry out. We'll see what happens next. Alright, so while we're working, the kids are running around the field like deer. Okay, so we've got the posts in. Now we need to drop the boards to build fence. The kids are excited about this. They love doing this, so they're gonna get all into it with us. First, we've got 2 sets of oak boards. This is red oak that we got from the local mill. They are 16-foot sections, hence the reason why our posts are 8 foot apart. We'll start out with 1 full bottom board, then we'll do a half, and then we'll do a full, and then we'll do a half. And the reason why we do that is to offset and make sure that it's structurally sound. And then, as you can see here, we'll cover every post to connecting section with the fascia board. So we'll lay out the bottom board first to give us a good line, and then we'll come back and do all the other ones. So first thing, lay out the board.
Like always. She does it.
How many boards are in a bundle?
100,
100, 108, okay. And why did we choose red oak?
It's extremely strong compared to poplar or pine, red oak or white oak. Very strong piece of wood.
All right.
You're in the stove. Ah!
Alright guys,
All right, let's do it.
come on, we need you guys to get up there.
I'm gonna get
I'm gonna be done by the time you guys figure out.
Got one?
eat.
Okay.
Okay?
Watch out, watch out.
Come on, Naja.
Alright, so I want to show everybody our new shirts. For all of our faithful subscribers, we'll be sending out stickers to everyone in appreciation for subscribing and liking our videos. All 12? All 12 of you. So thank you very much. Look for that in the mail. Next thing we're going to do is we need to draw a line to make sure it's level. So we're taking that string again that we got, wind it around the post, and we're gonna go all the way down the line for 100 yards or so. And we want it to be 12 inches off the ground, the bottom board to start at 12 inches. And then we will eye it to make it straight, because what we want it to do is go with the property. Not necessarily has to be straight, because if you go just straight, you have a choice. You can either go just straight, and then in that case the land's going to go up and down, therefore your board's going to go zigzag all over the place if you keep 12 inches, or you make it straight. And we've chosen to make it straight regardless of the contour of the property. So that's what we're doing. We'll string our bottom board first, and then do the rest of the boards. But getting the bottom board first is key to getting a straight fence. Okay, so we put a nail in the post so that we stand back and look at it and make sure it's straight how we want it to be. And the kids are helping. Can't you tell? Anyways, so it's not exactly 12, but based on the eyeball, what we want it to be, it's around 11, 12, but we want it to be straight, and this is this will be our bottom line. All right, so we have this great basket that my dad built for us to put on the front of the gator. It has 3 holders in it, and it's been perfect for us as a homemade attachment to put on the front of the gator, and then we carry the air compressor, the generator. We'll need nails, of course, gas for the generator. We have invested in a nail gun, the line, the hose for the air compressor to run the nail gun, and then as you'll see later on, we have 2 what we call cheater pieces of board, or the spacers, to make sure that every space between the boards are even. So we'll show you how that works. We divide the kids up. One does nails. Who's doing nails today? Josh was doing nails. Stella, you're doing wood? Okay, and she's doing wood. She will also probably move the gator as we move forward, because we'll stretch out the line and nail, and then we'll have to move a little bit further to keep nailing. So let's go ahead and begin. Okay, so if you get the board exactly right, it's 16 feet, then it will exactly mesh up, and you just put the next board on and you go on. If it doesn't, then you have to cut it, and that's what the chainsaw for, is to cut it so that it's center, because you want half on one side and one on the other. We do 3 nails per board, 3 in the center, and as you can see, it's just 16-foot sections all the way down the line. Okay, so now that we have about 100 yards of bottom board row done, we can build the next 3 up off of that one bottom board. So this is the sequence. It'll be a 16-foot piece, and then it'll be an 8-foot piece. And as you can see, JC's nailing to the side so that he can cut this piece down here in the middle to make a 8-foot section. And then the next one will be a full 16 foot, and then the one after that will be an 8-foot. And then we'll do the fascia boards last. We usually try to use the pieces that are more weathered or warped. And remember those cheater pieces I was telling you about? That's what this is for, is so that we don't have to try and measure every single piece. We just put this section in here, and it should be the same piece width every single time. This is where the kids really get involved. They have to keep moving the pieces, because I'll put one here and there, nail, and then they'll take that piece and move it to the end. One of them is responsible for nails, and then as JC cuts, they'll pick up any miscellaneous wood and help us move the spacer pieces.
So as Jennifer was discussing, you want to basically make a staircase with the boards, and it shows we ran the bottom board, we made a 8-foot cut, and then you start another 16 foot. You do a 16 on top, and you do an 8 on top of that one. So what this does is it actually keeps no more than 2 cuts on every single post, giving 2 boards that run the entire length that has no cut. It gives that fence that extra strength like Jennifer was talking about. So when cows or something pushes up against it, it only has 2 weak points versus 4 weak points.
So as you notice, we're building on the road side of the fence. It is preferred by most people who have cattle or horses to build on the inside of the fence, because the cows and the horses will push on the boards this way. this way they're pushing on it, it's not as strong as it would be if they were on the inside and they would be pushing on this. We are building on this side because we want the fascia on the road side for aesthetics. The rest of all of the fences are built to this on the other side to keep at maximum strength. So any animals on the inside will push on the nails, not against the nails.